Hi everyone, welcome to a new video. We are going to go through all of my September dones. September recap, let's call it that. So we're going to go through my crafts, my books, and just like chat about September. So without further ado, let's dive in. And please excuse me if I sound sick. I might be, I don't know, it's a really bad allergy year. And I know that because allergy meds make it better, so excuse this. But yes, anywho, let's get into it. First up was the ebook that I read this year, and it was Beneath the Hood by Emily McIntyre. This is the third book in her Sugar Lake series. I'm really enjoying this series. It is it's contemporary romance. It's a little bit gritty, and like they deal with a lot of really heavy topics, but I'm just really enjoying it. And this is the indie edition. She recently re-released all the books, re-edited them so they're more of her like current level of writing. But I grabbed them before they went off. Next up, I read Late Bloomer, which is a sapphic romance about a girl, Opal, and she wins the lottery and impulsively buys a flower farm, where she meets Piper, and through a series of wild events, they fall in love. It's very cute. It's very feel good. There is autism and a lot of neurodivergence rep in this book. So if you're looking just for something like lighthearted, but dealing with like a lot of toxic behaviors that like the characters have to work through and actually like learn how to be better people, this is quite enjoyable. Next up was, I think, my favorite book of the month, and it was my book club's IRL book club pick, Sorcery and Small Magics. This is set in a magic school, with not really academic rivals, but they hate each other, and one of them accidentally gets cursed, and then the chaos comes from it. It is a little bit funny with the pacing in that like it'll be really, really quiet, then a lot of things will happen, and then you get another kind of pause in the story, and that's where you get more of the cozy elements. But I really liked it. It was kind of like you get a pause to take a breath, and then a lot of stuff happens, and then you can pause and take a breath again. And I don't know, I just really enjoyed it. I combo read this physical copy and the audiobook. So the audiobook is also really good, and that's available on Spotify for all you peeps. And then the last book that I read, and I've read this book probably like 7 times in the last month because I'm reading it with my kid and she became obsessed with it, is Garlic and the Vampire. This is a graphic novel featuring Garlic and other fruit and veggie folk, and Garlic eventually has to go confront a vampire, and they have to learn how to believe in themselves. It's super cute. It's a great middle grade read. My 4.5-year-old really loves it, so she's fine with it. It's not spooky. It's a little creepy, but like everything ends up perfectly fine. No one is ever in any danger. But she loves it. She adores this book. And again, I think we've read it for story time every night for the last several weeks. There's also a second book in this series called Garlic and the Witch, and I just bought it because we love Garlic so much. Yeah, so that's it for books. I got the 4 books done this month. I am still working through Braiding Sweetgrass, and I think I'm like 75% of the way through on that, on the audiobook. And I have read little bits and pieces of the other witchcraft books because I tend to go through those a lot slower. and read a little bit, then kind of like meditate and noodle on it and all that jazz. So that takes more time. So let's get into my crafts. So the only craft that I actually finished this month was a hat for my daughter. She came with me to the States Fiber Fair this year, and she got to pick out her yarn for her hat this year. Her head is the size of like a small adult. She's already at a 20-inch head. So she'll be able to wear this for a long time. It's stretchy, it fits me. But yeah, she got to choose her colors, and she wanted it in stripes. She chose the pattern of like the order of the colors. So this is her hat through and through. I still have to like tie off the ends and stuff, but but she's really excited. She cannot wait to wear this hat. Next, I am almost done, and I just have to Kitchener the last few stitches, and I'll probably do that after I finish filming. But I have another hat. These are donation hats, so I will be giving these to people who need outerwear for the winter. I'm just knitting them up. I have the yarn. It's nice yarn, it's soft, it's warm. So I already have, this is my 4th hat for that project. And then last but not least, I am still working on my husband's socks. But as you see, we have more than just toes, which is awesome. I'm so excited. This is a self-striping yarn from Turtle Pearl. I think they're a Canadian dye company. I'm pretty sure they are. But yeah, you just knit it. You don't have to worry about any of the striping or color changes. It just goes. But now I think I'm at the point where I have to start the gusset increases. So like getting to that point in your foot before the heel. I just have to measure it and do some counting and math. So that means I haven't picked up this project in a couple days. But we'll keep going, and we'll hopefully get that done this month, because after the heel turn and gusset, it's just a straight shot right up until I am out of yarn. Other highlights from this month have been really just being outside. We've been helping more on my parents' farm, mostly putting the animals to bed and away at night, making sure they have water, all that jazz. My daughter's really gotten into it, so we've been doing a lot of that. We harvested all our pears, which we're having a fantastic pear year. We have over 100 pears from the 2 trees. So we've done a lot of dehydrating. We're eating a lot of poached pears, pear custard. Like, it's just delicious. We discovered actually that a very well-known farm, like a no-till regenerative agriculture farm, is in the area. So we finally went out to one of their pizza and music nights. So they have live music. You can reserve a pizza in advance and just like picnic while listening to live music. They have a sandbox, and kids are running semi-feral all over the place. It was super, super fun, and now I'm low-key obsessed with them. I want to be best friends. We'll definitely be going to their last music and pizza night of the season. They have a book on no-till farming, so I will be getting that because we have land now that we want to farm. So we'll be working on that and figuring out how to do that responsibly in the area that we have. So that's super cool. And then another highlight that we did is we went apple picking, and then we went with a bunch of my daughter's friends from her preschool, and like we're friends with the adults too, so we all got to hang out, and that was super lovely. They all came over here afterward, and we had a picnic, and just like they got to play and run in the backyard, which like it's fenced from the road, so you can literally just let your kids run free and don't worry about it. So that was super spectacular. And yeah, oh, my daughter also got her first treatment for her chronic illness. for those who don't know, my daughter earlier this year was diagnosed with a chronic illness. We've tried a couple other treatment plans and then which didn't work. And so midsummer we decided we're just going to go forward with the most expensive option, because that's also the most effective option for long-term treatment and health support, which cued a 10-week fight with our insurance to where we had to go to external review, which means like an actual doctor reviews the case and tells the insurance what they need to do, and that's binding by law. So instead of like AI or a bureaucrat who doesn't even know what an esophagus is, telling you what your child needs health-wise, you have a real doctor looking at it. And so, of course, they said, absolutely, this is stupid. Why is it coming to us? This is obvious. So finally got that done, and within a week we were getting her treatment. And she's doing great. She's like happy. She's almost at a point where she doesn't need steroids anymore. So that's fantastic. And as a parent, like, it is so hard to see your kid sick, and then sick from the medicine that is keeping them healthy, and also trying to like manage the fact that they don't want to be taking pills, especially a pill that tastes disgusting like prednisone. So it's hard. It's really hard. And prednisone is hard on your body, and she's 4. But the medication went really, really well this time. We're hoping it continues to go well, and then she'll be able to fully get off prednisone in probably 2 weeks. We've been tapering the steroids anyway, even without insurance approval. So that's fun. But yeah, if you're also a parent of a kid with a chronic illness, I feel you. It is hard. It is hard. And this is also why, like, I've been very overwhelmed, and my mental health has been really iffy, and it's just, there's been a lot this year. It's been a year of a lot, but things are looking good. Things are doing good. We're already at a point where she's forgetting she has a chronic illness, which is honestly the best place you can be, where it's not something you're thinking about every day. It's just awesome. It's really nice to see your child thriving. But yeah, so that's it for this video. Thank you so much for tuning in and just listening to me rant and ramble and wax poetic. I'll end this video with a question of, what did you read last month? What was your favorite read? Like, please talk to me about books. I love books. Did you make anything? Did you craft? I would love to know exactly what you all did, because these things bring me so much joy, and I want to squeal and stomp my feet at everything you guys are doing. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Bye.